Hey, we're back for another trailer review here. I got a nice big Southland Gooseneck Dump trailer. So where we're going to start is always at our VIN sticker inside here. So your VIN sticker is going to have all that valuable information that you want to know about your trailer. So what color it is, obviously this one is a custom white trailer. We got the actual serial number down here, we got the make, and we have our VIN number as well. And then we also have how much this trailer can actually haul. So this is a tandem axle with tandem 12s underneath it, so you can haul 24,000 pounds. You minus off that trailer weight, which gives us a hauling capacity of 20,567. So the overall dry weight of this trailer is coming in at 7,090 pounds. So again, my math will be wrong because we transfer a lot of that tongue weight, about 10% or so, upwards into here to give you that hauling capacity. And then also with the tire rating, we up that as well. So your tires need to be a certain rating to make sure that you can haul this kind of weight, which we do. So sticking in here, we're gonna go over a couple of sweet things. So up here at the front, while you guys are there, you can see a solar panel. So all of our trailers now on the dump side come with a solar panel. This one's mounted nice and neat here, ties into our electrical down on the side of the frame here, and then runs all the way down into our battery. Also, we got our 7-way plug tucked up into here, which is beautiful. It's a cold weather plug as well, so it doesn't cobra on you. That's a key feature for sure. If you don't have cold weather plugs, they are a pain in the butt. Then we got our big safety chains here, super nice and stout, 2 5/16 ball coupler there for you as well. Then wrapping it down over the top, we're going to have a spare tire tucked up in top here for you. It's a lockable spare tire, so that's a very nice spot to have that just up out of the way. If you need to access it, you can. Then jumping down into our toolbox, we got the front 110 plug-in, so if you're in your driveway or on a job site, you can plug it into here and actually charge your whole battery with the trickle system that is installed inside here. Opening your toolbox, it's on a beautiful gas shock system. We have a light that we can turn off and on here with a switch. We have a tool tray, so you can put certain chains and boomers and things like that inside of here as well. And then you can also take that tool tray out to access your pump and your battery and any other stuff that you need to get at down under there. So that's our toolbox, lockable toolbox as well, which is super nice. Jumping over into our hydraulic jacks. So this one's got the hydraulic jack, and inside the toolbox is your switch to control whether I want to go to my hydraulic jacks up and down. Hit the switch, clicks it over to the box to go up and down. So hydraulic jacks, 14,000 pound, nice and stout, it'll get the job done. Those are made by Lippert components. Jumping into the top here, we're gonna look at the beam structure and the overall web. So the 90 KSI steel in here, a one-piece gooseneck beam that rolls into our main beam on the bottom. But this is all transferring the weight properly and efficiently. But there's no I-beam coming up. There's no joints and connection pieces that can fail on you. This is a smooth, sleek design that rolls into our engineered beam underneath here as well. So if you just continue to follow me along, we have a beautiful engineered beam as well all the way along the bottom, and the 3/8 flange on the top and bottom, welded robotically all the way through. So again, maximizing that strength to weight ratio. And on the front sticker, we actually have a sticker that says strength to weight ratio with a video explaining that in more details for you. Rolling down to the next couple of decals here, want to point out 45th anniversary for us. We're super excited about that. Been in business for 45 years making trailers, and they just become better and better and better, especially with your guys' feedback. So thank you very much on that. Jumping into our liquid paint side of things, we have another QR code here. You can scan that sucker. It'll take you to an explanation of how and why we do it with liquid paint. But if you ever get a ding on those trailers, easy to buff out, easy to repair, and it keeps that trailer looking real fresh and sleek. And every car and every truck in the world today is liquid paint, and so are every trailer made by Southland. Okay, I'm going to bring you into the side step. We got this mega super side step. It gets you up and in, easy to see what the load is if you got to adjust. And then also up here to grab your tarp system as well. Working down the sidewall, we got a 12 gauge sidewall on this unit, and then rolling into a 3/16 floor. 3/16 floor is one full sheet. It's not pieced together. It's all one full sheet that we set in. The floor and the walls go into that as well, and welded underneath with a Sill design, which I'll show you later on. Couple last things I want to mention. We got our nice 3/8 flat bar up here with our stake pockets coming all the way down. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stake pockets rolling down here. So nice and stout to tie things off when you're tarping that load. And then rolling into your sideboards, you can beef that sucker up and go even higher and build up even more of a wall for you if you need to, but we started off with just nice sideboard there for you. And then also in the back, another nice big step for doing whatever you need to kind of do here, hooking your tarp in and things like that. And then rolling into the backside, we have our system here to actually close and lock our gate, which is a nice pull system on the pin, easy to open, easy to close as well. And that's going to work your actual spreader chains. So here's your spreading chains here. So you basically can take that, set your tone for what you want to actually spread for with your gate, and then that way when you tip up, you actually can drive and spread a load properly on the job site. So okay, rolling around into the back side here, we'll pull this first pin. That's going to drop our stabilizer jacks, so you can put those down whenever you're loading that heavy equipment. You always want to use those stabilizer jacks to take some of that load, so it's not just fully pushing on that back axle and disrupting everything back here. That's the reason for those, is to distribute that load while loading that heavier equipment. Staying down here, I'm going to run into your lights. So you got all LED lights all the way around this unit, which is really nice. We got the double lights back here, and then your 3-button lights there. Jumping into our spring pin design there, and then we pull out our beautiful, look at these bad boys, aluminum ramps. Now this is a 7-foot aluminum ramp, comes with a QR code on the side. It's got a 4,500 pound mid-span capacity for this rating, and there's also a QR code to explain how to properly load. But nice aluminum ramps, super light. If you're hauling heavy equipment, you need a heavy ramp. Well, this does it for you, but it doesn't break your back at the same time. Nice slide-in ramp design. Close your pin, and they're stored away. We also got a decal here that takes you to a QR code, explains a little bit more in depth on those aluminum ramps as well. We also got our decal, proudly serving Canada and the US, and proudly family owned still for these 45 years. Jumping over to the NATM decal, make sure you're looking at that sticker when you're on the lots. Just make sure that you're complying, or trailers are complying with all states and provinces. Okay, let's go and open the doors. So first latch we got here, we'll open that one up. We got 2 more on the bottom here and here, and then your doors swing open. So they come all the way around if you want them to come all the way around, and then you got a spring latch here, which is super nice, and then they just click into place, and then you're done. They've got the grease zerks on the hinges too, so you can keep them freshly greased. And then the neat part about them is that they're actually a slam latch, and a lot of people maybe don't know this, but this is a slam latch technology. So when you actually go to close it, you just slam it, and that gate's closed and locked, and that's for time and efficiency for you guys, and then easy to open back up, right? So just remember that that's a slam latch feature. It is a feature on all of our dump trailers. That just makes time easier. We're inside here, big 3/16 floor all the way, one piece, super nice. Your sidewalls fold in underneath that, and then our sill design ties it all in underneath. We'll jump down there and show you that, but also just wanted to show the nice heavy duty D-rings that are mounted on the side. So 4 points there, and at the front as well. And then obviously your tarp is mounted up here. Nice feature about that is it's mounted, you can tie stuff down to here and it's not gonna actually hit your tarp and bend your tarp bar. A lot of trailers will have the tarp right here and you can't utilize the front, or they have it up over on the other side, and then it gets hit with debris and wrecked with rocks and all that other stuff that's hitting it from the top. Ours is protected with a nice shroud, which is super nice and tucked up sleek into there. So that's the inside of the box for you. A lot of cubic feet can be hauled in this bad boy. So we're gonna open up and show you the actual spreader gate. So I'm gonna open up a latch on the driver's side and on the road side of the unit. So you got to open both of those latches up, and then once that's actually both opened, then make sure your spreader chains are engaged and locked in, and then you can basically utilize that spreader gate. Okay, bringing it over to the other side here, we took off one of the tires so that you guys can actually see this configuration. Some people don't really know what a torsion axle is, so this is what's happening under here. So this is a tandem 12 configuration torsion axles made by Lippert components, and they are both oil bath axles. And they have the 12,000 pound rating. And then also the tire configuration does make a difference. So this is an ST 235/75R 17.5, and it's the H rating. So always look out for this and how they put the tires on, because depending on what rating those tires are, can or will decrease your payload. But ours, we maximize that as much as possible for you. So with that engineered beam and everything like that, this is giving you the best strength to weight ratio and hauling capacity for your needs. Okay, we tipped it up. We're going to look at the hoist and sill design and how simplistic this design actually is, but meets the strength to weight ratios for your hauling needs. So 13-ton hoist under here. It's got enough lifting capacity to get this sucker up in the air for any of those dumping needs. And then we also have that sill design that I was talking about. No ridges and things like that, or tubes going across, or tubing or anything like that. It's one beautiful sill design under here that's been tried, tested, and true from the travel box industry. They're hauling 30,000 pounds, big heavy loads. That's what's running underneath their frames. So we've taken that same technology and brought it down into this to meet your hauling needs. All right, that wraps up the review for the Southland Gooseneck Dump Trailer. Leave us a comment if you got any questions. Check us out online as well on our website, and find the dealer nearest you to pick one up.